today's video, you're learning one primal move that can fix everything. Like if I had to just choose one exercise to give you to build core strength, upper body strength, increase stability in your joints for your knees, hips, shoulders, low back, then this is the exercise I would choose. And it's called the QM flip. Now we call this a primal move because it's a progression from two other exercises that we use in our primal fitness course. See, in this course, it's not about how much you can lift, but how well you can move. And we're all about developing functional strength and stability in your joints so that you can move pain-free as you age and still enjoy your favorite activities. So at any time during this video, if you want to help support the channel or level up your fitness, go ahead and click the link in the description and it'll take you to that program. So to learn the QM flip, we're going to break it down into two separate exercises and then combine them together at the end to make the QM flip. And I'm going to show you beginner to advanced levels, so 3 levels for each of these exercises. The first one is called the crab, or the crab walk. And level 1 is we're going to sit on our mat like this. We're going to take our hands, place it a little bit behind our hips, and a slight turnout with the hands. And then we're going to pull up the legs just a little bit like this. Now we're going to press through the shoulders. So I want you to press straight here. What this is going to do is we're going to straighten our back, reach tall with the head, and really feel the weight in those shoulders. So lean back slightly, brace the core so you keep your core tight. So plant your right leg and extend the other like this. And then switch legs, so plant your left leg, extend your right, and then back. Now what I want you to do is think about shifting your weight on the opposite hand. So when you plant your right leg and extend the left, I want you to put the weight in your left hand like this. So the opposites. Weight is planted in the right leg, weight is shifted into the left arm. So now we're lifting up like this. Now you should feel your core engaging. You might feel a little bit in the hamstrings too when you plant and then coming back and forth, and you should feel the shoulder engage as well. Now, if this feels comfortable, next what we're going to is for level 2, is we're going to lift up. So we shift the hips forward like this, press down through the shoulders, keep the core braced, and now we're going to do the same thing, but I want you to keep the hands planted for now. So we're gonna lift one leg, so lift the right leg, and I want you to think about shifting that weight over onto your left hand, but don't lift up yet. So we're kicking out and shifting. Now this one should be a lot more challenging. You should feel a lot more work being done with your legs and the core and the shoulders. All right, so that's level 2. Level 3 is now we're going to lift up and lift one arm. So when we lift the right leg, lift the left hand like this. So what we did before, now it's all coming together as we're completely up. All right, so that's level 3 of the crab. So then we go into the second exercise, the other part of the QM flip, as you'll see in a minute. And that's gonna be the QM crawl. So what we're going to do is basically the same thing, but now we're switching to the opposite. So we're gonna get our mat, we're gonna be on our hands and knees. We're gonna start by planting our knees under our hips, engage the ankles, so plant them on the ground like that. And we're going to stack the wrist under the elbow and the shoulders. Brace the core, reach tall through the head, and we're going to lift the opposite. So this is called the bird dog. You've probably seen or done this before. So when you lift your left hand, the right leg goes back. Now don't arch like this. We want to stay neutral spine, only using the glutes to lift up and the shoulder, and then we come back down. And we go to the opposite. That's level 1. Level 2, we're gonna raise up, and I want you to lift the leg, but we're not gonna lift the arms yet. I just want you to feel the shift in the weight, like we did with the crab before. Lift up the left leg. Same thing as the bird dog, but just one leg at a time. Then we're gonna switch, shift the weight over, and pull the right leg up. Once you feel comfortable with this, and your hands feel good, you might feel a little bit in the wrist, but if you feel good with this, then you go to level 3. And that's where we do the full thing. So we're in this position, now we're shifting the weight over, lifting both the hand and the leg. So the opposites again, lift up, hold, balance, shift, switch. Now, you should really feel your core engaging to hold that balance. Your shoulders are having to maintain and stabilize, as well as your hips and your knee joint to keep you balanced, and the ankles. So once you have that, you have all three of those levels with the crab and the QM crawl. This is where the fun part comes in, where we're going to combine this into the final QM flip. So let me show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you how to do it. So here's what it's gonna look like. We're here, and we're flipping back and forth, combining those two moves. And if we wanna make it more challenging, we extend out like this, slowly go out, shift, slowly go out, hold, and do this. That's like the more challenging version. Now, the way we do this is, as you can see, we're just combining the crab and the QM crawl. So if you start in your QM crawl position, we're going to lift up, hold the opposites, and the way we're gonna go into is we're gonna drive our knee across our body. So the right leg is going to drive under and across, and as we do that, the left hand comes up, and we're opening up into the crab position. Started the QM, and now we're opening up the hips, coming up, and then planting the hand down. And then to keep it going, all we do is do the same thing, but now we're gonna switch hands and feet. So we started with lifting the right leg and the left hand, drive under. Now we're gonna plant the right leg and the left hand and lift the opposites. We're driving this knee back and under. And then now we're back into the crawl. And we just repeat that to keep the flip going. So as you can see, it's a pretty challenging move. It will take some time to build up that strength, coordination, balance, flexibility. But once you do, it's a really rewarding move. And like I said, you work so many different things at the same time. Now, if you like those type of exercises and you haven't gone through a Primal Fitness program yet, click the link down in the description. That'll take you where you can learn more about the course and join us inside there. We do moves similar to this and other things like beginner calisthenics to help you build a stronger, pain-free body. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.